automakers are now hit with a transportation problem. Were you aware of this? It looks like I'm the bearer of bad news once again. Just came across my desk. Just when you thought the cost to buy a new car couldn't get any higher, it has. And it will likely continue in the coming months, if not the coming year. The number of car buyers paying $1,000 or more a month to finance a new vehicle is creeping higher, closing in on nearly 1/5 of new car buyers, an all-time high. The average monthly car payment is now $733. What's your car payment? Leave that in the comments section below. Quote, the double whammy of relentlessly high vehicle pricing and daunting borrowing costs is presenting significant challenges for shoppers in today's car market, maybe yourself. This is according to Edmunds. The Federal Reserve's recent pause in interest rate hikes unfortunately did not offer much relief for consumers, and hints at further raises later this year mean auto loans could even continue to increase, end quote. Of course, it pays to shop for a loan. According to LendingTree, there are credit unions that offer auto loans with an annual percentage rate starting as low as 4.25%. I often do reports about 0% financing or 1.9% financing on new vehicles. You see that all the time in many of my videos. The unrelenting high new car prices are the result of a shortage of new vehicle inventory across most automakers in recent months. That lack of supply has helped to support skyrocket MSRPs, with many dealerships charging over sticker price in recent years. And in recent months, we see these discounts of 5, 10, 15% off MSRP, but we know the MSRP has been jacked up, so that discount not as good as it really appears to be, even though it is a discount, but it's not the discount that we're used to seeing as we've seen in recent years. The new car shortage started around 2 years ago with the tight supply of semiconductor chips used in many car parts. Just as that problem eased and parts started flowing back into new car production, automakers are now hit with a transportation problem. Were you aware of this? As the Free Press first reported last month, the railroads do not have enough rail cars to transport finished cars from the factories to the dealerships, exacerbating the problem of short inventory and high prices. So production has caught up, but getting those vehicles to the dealership is being put on pause. And just last week, the CEO of General Motors talked about the problem at the annual Aspen Ideas Festival in Colorado, saying this: one of the biggest issues I have right now is logistics. I have vehicles built that I cannot get on a truck or a rail to get them where it needs to go. That says it all, doesn't it? So here is the fallout of all of that, along with the higher interest rates. The share of consumers who finance a vehicle with a monthly payment of $1,000 or more reached a new peak of 17.1%, up from 12.2% a year earlier. In the second quarter of 2019, before the COVID pandemic hit and the chip shortage happened, it was 4.3%, and now it's 17.1%. Average monthly payments reached a new record high of $733. That compares to $730, still $3 more. It is a record high, which happened in the first quarter, and $678 in the second quarter a year earlier. The average APR ticked up 0.1 of a percentage point to 7.1% from the first quarter, but in the year earlier period, it was 5%, making the 7.1% the highest APR since the fourth quarter of 2007. The average amount financed dropped slightly from a year earlier, but remained above $40,000 for the fifth straight quarter at $40,356. And that compares with the year earlier quarter of $40,602. This is what analysts learned when they looked deeper into the rise in consumers willing to pay $1,000 plus in new vehicle monthly payments. The finding was that not all four-figure auto loans are the same or look the same. Of the consumers who agreed to a $1,000 or more monthly payment, there are two groups that fall into this. In the first, nearly 65% of those consumers signed up for an average long-term range of 67 to 84 months. Their average APR was between 8.5% and 9.6%. Analysts say these are consumers who are paying thousands of dollars toward interest compared with principal. They could find themselves owing more than the car is worth in the future. In the other group, about 16% of consumers signed up for a loan term length between 31 and 48 months and a 2% to 4.8% APR. Analysts said the second group is likely made up of people taking advantage of subsidized finance offers, which typically consist of lower interest rates but shorter term loans. The shorter terms will save money in the long run. For example, on a typical $40,000 loan, consumers with a 2.9% APR over 36 months can expect to save $8,500 in finance charges compared to those with a 7.9% APR over 72 months. Finally, and I found this pretty interesting, domestic automakers have killed off sedans that were affordable. Maybe you've noticed that in your car searching. Consumers looking to replace their vehicle over the next few months may have to put aside any expectations of the summer discounts that car buyers have come to anticipate, expect, and hope for. So it's not going to happen. But on a positive note, trade-in values remain elevated compared to pre-pandemic times, so shop around to ensure you get a top dollar for the assets that you do own. When you are ready for a new or used vehicle, check out quotes.everymandriver.com. It's a free search engine. There's also a link below this video where you can find the best deals broken down by zip code. So you select your make, model, and zip code. Qualified dealers will pop up on the right-hand side of the screen. Just choose which ones you want to work with and then get a quote from them. Best advice: get multiple quotes from different areas in your county, your city, different zip codes, and then make those dealerships fight for your business. Get a quote from dealership A and from dealership B and say, hey, A is offering this. Are you willing to match it or go lower? That's the best way to go. Quotes.everymandriver.com. Until next time, I'm Dave. Thanks for watching. Adios.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.